Merry Christmas, everyone. This is episode 2 of our PM2 exclusive overviews. All right, there's going to be a few duplicates here that you saw in EP1, but today, as with AP1, we're just going to focus on 3 different models. So let's see what we got here. As you see, this is all the same model. Spyderco Paramilitary 2. These are all exclusives. All right. This is my personal, and these are, I don't want to say safe queens, but these are just newly acquired. But this is my go-to. Let's look at this one first. Okay. This is a DLT trading exclusive. The handles are olive drab, OD green, paired with a DLC coded S90V blade. There you go. This is probably my favorite stainless steel. There's one thing I want to point out. If you look at the back, you will notice that the liners are not coated. Some models do the entire bit, but they left this. This is a small detail. Other than that, I like it a lot. I like this color combination, especially with the DLC blade and the black hardware. It looks really sharp. I know I didn't modify it. All I did was just put it at Northwest, since I'm from Washington State, so I had to support Northwest Lynch. So I got one of their deep carry clips. So this is probably one of my favorite kind of colorways, color combos, and one of my favorite steels. Why don't we proceed to the next? We got doubles here. This one has some special serial number on there. All right, as we go to the middle, this is going to be one that's very, very popular with a lot of people, and the nickname that a lot of people give it is the avocado. And that's strange. Why is that? Well, this is an exclusive by River's Edge Cutlery, so it's a collaboration between Spyderco and River's Edge Cutlery. What makes this particular model unique is the color of the blade. Because, as far as I know, these exclusives from Rec are the only ones that feature this really interesting coating. I've done a little bit of my homework, and this is considered a PVD coating. DLC is a type of PVD coating, but this coating, as you see, it gives what would be a satin blade a nice brown, almost slightly goldish color. It's a really nice color. It's the technical name for it is faded dark earth, and it's absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't have one in the little native version, but I would love to. So this is a really beautiful knife, and if you look at the back of it, so you can see this one here. I know there's a few generations of this. Okay, so if you can see, this generation is not the first one, but you see they do coat these liners. Some people like it, some people don't. The only issue it raises for me is it adds this feeling of friction between this and the lock. So when it's not lined, it seems to open more freely, like with the first knife that we saw. Okay, but when we have, let's say, a coated blade with coated liners, we have a friction problem right here. So it feels almost scratchy. All right, it's a really minor thing, but just something to be aware of. Let's look at it up close. I love the color of the blade. Who doesn't? Unfortunately, I can't acquire a nice clip that matches the blades. So, but it doesn't matter. This one's it's not in use just yet. So this is probably one of my favorite. I have a couple of these. I forgot how many. On the last, oh sorry, in the first episode we did this one, and this is a Knife Joy exclusive. These two have something in common, and that's the steel. Excuse me, I think I went too quickly and I passed this over. But the steel used in the wreck is going to be a carpenter steel, and this is going to be the CTS 204P. So, from my understanding, is that they had Bowler 390. 20 CV is basically not the same thing, but primarily the same structural formulation, and the same can be said for this carpenter steel as well. So they all were derived from Bowler 390. So the properties will be the same for these range of knives. Okay, this is different. This is gonna be a really high retention, different kind of super steel. Let's look at this one now. I believe this is a DLT Trading exclusive. Excuse me if I'm wrong. So that would make it from the same company as this one. On the camera, it appears white. However, this is actually called tan. So these G10 scales are considered to be tan. Nothing tacked onto it, just tan. But whenever I take a picture or whenever I do a video, it always comes out white. So trust me, it looks much better. I mean, you can say this about anything, but it looks much better in person. Okay, so both of these here have 20 CV. I know this is not the most sought after steel, but I thought it's a steel that makes sense because I live in a humid environment, and I think this makes sense. It has that corrosion resistance, hopefully. Let's see, they got the liners all blacked out. Everything matches. This is a really sharp looking knife. Although the handles appear white in this picture, they look like they're going to stain quite easily. They actually don't. This one does not. I had the teal version of the PM2, and that one stained easily. This one is not an issue. So this one is also another beautiful option for you. So that's from DLT Trading, PM2 offered in 20 CV. Okay, and all of these blades mentioned today have the DLC coating. Okay, so I appreciate those who watched the video in the entirety, and I apologize in advance if there were any mistakes or if I left out anything or rushed through. So I would like to say again, just Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and enjoy your day. Thank you.